How to turn your savings into investments, step by step. You've been saving money. Maybe it's sitting in your bank account right now. Maybe it's hidden somewhere at home. Maybe you send a little aside every month and tell yourself, one day I'll do something with this. And deep down you know that just saving is not enough, but you don't know exactly what to do next. You're scared of losing it. You don't know where to start. You've heard about investing, but it feels complicated, risky, or like something only rich people do. Today I'm going to destroy every single one of those fears and show you step by step exactly how to take your savings and turn them into investments that grow your wealth. No complicated finance language. No confusing charts. Just a clear, powerful, simple path from saving to investing that anyone can follow starting today. My name is Max. Welcome to Max Up. Let's get into it. We're going to cover 5 powerful steps today. And I want you to stay till the very end, because the last step is the one that separates people who build real wealth from people who stay stuck forever. Let's go. Before we get into the steps, let's understand the problem. Why is saving alone not enough? Most people think that if they just save enough money, they'll eventually be wealthy. But here's the brutal truth. Saving alone will never make you wealthy. And here's the math to prove it. When you save money in a regular bank account, you're earning almost zero interest. In most banks, the interest rate on savings is less than 1% per year. Meanwhile, inflation, the rising cost of everything around you, averages 3 to 5% per year. That means every single year, your saved money is losing purchasing power. The $1,000 you save today will buy less in 5 years than it does right now. Your money is literally shrinking in value even while the number stays the same. Let me give you a real example. If you save $200 every month for 10 years, you'll have $24,000. That sounds good, right? But after accounting for inflation, that $24,000 might only have the purchasing power of $18,000 in today's money. You saved for 10 years and actually lost value. That is the saving trap that millions of people fall into without realizing it. Investing is the solution. When you invest, your money works for you. It grows. It compounds. It multiplies over time. The wealthy don't just save. They deploy their savings into assets that generate returns. Stocks, crypto, real estate, businesses. These are all vehicles that make your money grow faster than inflation can eat it. The same $200 per month invested at just 10% annual return over 10 years becomes over $38,000. Almost double what you'd have just saving. Saving is the foundation. Investing is how you build the house. Now let's get into the steps. Step 1. Before you invest a single coin, build your emergency fund. I know you came here to learn about investing and you're excited to start. But skipping this step is one of the biggest mistakes new investors make, and it kills their investment journey before it even begins. Here's what an emergency fund is. It's money set aside specifically for unexpected expenses, a medical bill, a car repair, losing your job, a family emergency. Your emergency fund should cover at least 3 months of your basic living expenses. Some financial experts recommend 6 months. Start with 3. Keep it in a separate savings account that you do not touch for anything except a real emergency. Why is this step 1? Because life is unpredictable. And if you invest before having an emergency fund and something goes wrong, you'll be forced to pull your investment out at the worst possible time, possibly at a loss. Imagine you invest your savings into crypto in January. In March your phone breaks. You need medical treatment, and you have no emergency cash. You're forced to sell your crypto, which might be down at that moment, just to cover basic expenses. Your investment journey ends before it starts. Your emergency fund is your financial shock absorber. It protects your investments from being disturbed by life's inevitable surprises. Once you have it in place, you can invest with confidence, knowing that no short-term emergency can force you to touch your long-term investments. How do you build it? Simple. Calculate your monthly basic expenses, rent, food, transport, utilities. Multiply by 3. That's your target. Start saving toward that number first, before anything else. Once you hit it, move to step 2. Step 2. Before you invest, know exactly why you're investing. This sounds obvious, but most people skip it completely, and it leads to terrible decisions later. Your investment goal determines everything. How long you invest, how much risk you take, which investment vehicle is right for you, and how you respond when the market goes up or down. Ask yourself honestly, what am I investing for? Is it financial freedom in 10 years? A business you want to start in 3 years? Building generational wealth for your children? Retiring early? Buying land or property? Each goal has a completely different timeline and a completely different strategy. Someone investing for 10 to 20 years can afford to take higher risk because they have time to recover from market dips. If your investment drops 30% today, but you're not touching it for 15 years, you have time to recover and grow beyond that loss. But someone investing for 2 years needs safer, more stable options because a 30% drop with only 2 years to recover could be devastating. Here's a simple goal framework. Write down 3 things. First, what am I investing for? Second, what's my timeline? Third, how much am I starting with and how much can I add monthly? For example, I am investing to build $10,000 in 3 years for a business. My timeline is 36 months. I am starting with $500 and adding $100 every month. That is a goal you can build a strategy around. A vague goal produces vague results. A specific goal gives you direction, discipline, and the ability to make smart decisions when the market gets emotional. Write your goal down tonight. Put it somewhere you see it every day. Your investment goal is your compass. Without it, you're just wandering in financial wilderness, hoping to stumble onto wealth. Step 3. Choose where to put your money. This is where most people get overwhelmed because there are so many options. But I'm going to break it down simply so you can make a confident decision based on your goal and your situation. Option 1, cryptocurrency. High risk, high potential reward. Crypto can grow 100%, 500%, even 1,000% in a bull market. But it can also drop 70%, 80%, even 90% in a bear market. It is the most volatile investment option available. Best for people who understand how it works, can handle seeing their investment drop without panicking and selling, and are investing money they can afford to lose in the short term. If you go this route, stick to established coins like Bitcoin and Ethereum. Do not chase unknown coins promising massive returns. Most of them are scams or will go to zero. Option 2, stocks and index funds. Medium risk, steady long-term growth. Individual stocks require research and carry company-specific risk. But index funds are one of the safest long-term investment vehicles that exist. An index fund spreads your money across hundreds of companies at once. So if one company fails, it barely affects your overall investment. You don't need to pick winning stocks. You just invest in a fund that tracks the overall market and let it grow over years. Historically, broad market index funds have returned an average of 8 to 10% per year over long periods. Option 3. Investing in yourself and your own business. This can give the highest returns of all, but requires the most work and carries its own risks. If you have a skill or idea with real demand, investing your savings into building it out, buying equipment, taking courses, building a website, starting a small business, can be the most powerful move you make. Your own business is the only investment where you control the returns through your effort and execution. Option 4, real estate. Long-term, stable, and one of the most proven wealth builders in history. Requires more capital to start, but even starting small, buying a piece of land, investing in a property with others, can build serious wealth over time. So which one is right for you? Match your choice to your goal and timeline. Short timeline, low risk tolerance, index funds or savings instruments. Long timeline, higher risk tolerance, crypto or stocks. Skills and ideas, invest in yourself. The most important rule, start with what you understand. Don't invest in something just because someone else is making money from it. Understand it first, start small, learn, and grow from there. Step 4 is about starting small and staying consistent. I mean embarrassingly small if that is all you have right now. Most people get this wrong by waiting until they have enough money to start. They wait for a raise that never comes. There is no magic number to begin, whether it is $10, $20, or $50. The amount matters far less than the habit itself. Let us look at dollar cost averaging. This concept will change how you think about consistent small investments forever. Instead of trying to time the market, you invest a fixed amount at regular intervals regardless of what the price is. When prices are low, your money buys more units. When prices are high, it buys fewer. This averages out your costs over time. Imagine investing $50 every month into Bitcoin. You buy when it is at 30,000 and you buy even more when it drops to 20,000. By following this system, you remove emotion from the process and replace it with a disciplined, reliable strategy. Starting small also builds your confidence. You learn how markets move without the emotional pressure of large sums at stake. Set a fixed amount today. Treat it like a non-negotiable bill that is paid every month before anything else. Step 5 is the final and most powerful step of all. Be patient and let the magic of compounding do its work. This step separates those who build real wealth from those who give up right before their major breakthrough. Compounding means your returns earn their own returns. Your investment grows on the growth itself, accelerating over time. If you invest $100 monthly at a 10% return, you could have over $220,000 after 30 years. Out of that total, you only put in $36,000 of your own money. The rest was created entirely by compounding. Albert Einstein reportedly called compound interest the eighth wonder of the world. Those who understand it earn it. The biggest enemy of compounding is impatience. Most people panic when they see a 10% drop and sell too early. The people who build real wealth are not those who time the market perfectly, but those who stay in the market longest. Think of your investments as seeds you have planted. You do not dig up seeds every day just to check if they are growing. The harvest will come, but only if you are patient enough to let the roots develop before expecting visible growth. Before we wrap up, let's talk about the most common mistakes people make when starting their investment journey, so you can avoid every single one. Mistake number 1 is investing money you simply can't afford to lose. Never invest your rent money, your food money, or any cash you'll need in the next 3 to 6 months. Only invest what you can genuinely leave untouched for your full investment timeline. Mistake number 2 is following the hype and chasing social media trends. Social media is full of people showing off massive gains from random coins and stocks, but most are just lucky or trying to sell you something. Don't get distracted by the noise. Stick to your own research and your own long-term strategy. Mistake number 3 is failing to diversify. Don't put everything into just one investment. Spread your capital across different assets, like some crypto, some stocks, and maybe some in a business. If one asset drops, the others protect your overall wealth and keep you in the game. Mistake number 4 is giving up during a market dip. Markets go up and down, and that is completely normal. Remember, a dip is not a loss unless you actually sell. Stay in, stay consistent, and trust the long-term process you have built. So here is your complete step-by-step path to success. Build your emergency fund first, then define your specific investment goals. Choose the right investment vehicle for your timeline and your risk tolerance. Start small and stay consistent using a method like dollar-cost averaging. Be patient. Let the power of compounding turn your small, consistent investments into life-changing wealth over time. Your savings are not just money sitting still. They are the seeds of your future financial freedom. Plant them wisely, water them consistently, and protect them from emotional decisions. Give them time to grow into something that will change your life and the lives of the people you love. If this video gave you a clear path forward, hit that like button and subscribe to Max Up for weekly videos on money and mindset. Comment below and let me know which step you're starting with today. I read every single comment. Share this with someone who's been saving but doesn't know what to do next. This video could change their financial life. I'll see you in the next one. Max Up, let's go.